Could Rodrygo be the solution to Arsenal's lack of a beast on the left-hand side? It's looking like Arsenal have inquired with Real Madrid about the opportunity to bring Rodrygo to Arsenal. But hey, let's get into it. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I hope wherever you are today in the world, you are having a beautiful day. And I thought I would just jump on and give my little say on the latest bit of buzz and rumours that are going around about Rodrygo. Goes, I think that's his name. So, look, I believe what seems to have transpired is Arsenal realise that they need somebody on the left wing because Martinelli not cutting it. Trossard, we already know that we want him to leave. Whether he's pushing for a move or not, or we're pushing to get rid of him, he is someone who is available to leave, which means we'll be losing a left winger. And I know that Madueke came in and Madueke played left wing in the preseason friendly against Villarreal, but a need for, I guess, a marquee left winger is still a necessity for Arsenal Football Club. And it seems like Arsenal are playing about with the idea of bringing Rodrygo Goes to Arsenal on loan. A loan deal, which I find very interesting. Loan deal is a very interesting option for Arsenal because I'm trying to find the original story. I can't find the original story, but I read somewhere the rumor was Arsenal want to take Rodrygo on loan for this season with an obligation to buy at £80 million, and they will cover 80% of Rodrygo's wages this season, so across the course of the loan. It didn't mention anything about a loan fee or anything like that, but if I'm Real Madrid and I'm looking at it, I'd be like, oh, okay, we're going to receive £80 million, so we could probably start spending that money from this season because it will land. And we're freeing up 80% of Rodrygo's wages, who I think he's on over 200k. I don't know his exact amount, but I do think he is someone that's over 200k. And there's a few kind of people across the internet, whether they're ITKs or journals, that are commenting on this. And one of them's from Gary Jacob. And he's like, Arsenal are waiting to see if Real Madrid will allow Rodrygo to leave on loan this summer. Cool. And that came out 4 or 5 hours ago. So I guess we are still waiting to know if he will be made available on loan. Obviously, you know, with Rodrygo, it's not really just about like, are Real Madrid willing to accept a deal like that? I probably think that they would, personally. I mean, it's evident that he's not a first team player, or at least not in first team plans. Like, obviously, if he stays at Real Madrid, who knows what happens in the season? Whoever's ahead of him may have really bad form and he takes kind of his opportunity, or whoever's ahead of him gets an injury and then he gets to play more first team minutes and he just proves himself to Xabi Alonso. Who knows? I don't think Xabi Alonso doubts the quality of Rodrygo. I don't think anyone does, but I think Xabi Alonso probably just has other plans systematically. That's probably just what it is. And Rodrygo's just unfortunate that Xabi Alonso doesn't see him fitting into the system the way, you know, Rodrygo probably would like to be seen. Now, IndyCar news here, who I have to give a bit of credit for, because I thought it was just some troll page, but IndyCar news actually broke the Baleba stuff to Man United, and Ornstein actually gave him or her or they them. Don't know what indie Carleon uses the credit. And he came through with exclusive. LFC and Arsenal both contacted Real Madrid to inquire on Rodrygo loan with an obligation to buy in summer 2026. Now, it's not really an exclusive because I already knew the Arsenal part. Maybe the exclusive is him adding in Liverpool. Maybe. But, so there's a few people that are reporting it. You know, there are a few pages that are reporting this. And obviously, I'm keeping my eyes peeled. You know, I'm keeping my ears to the ground, you know, to see if anything pops up regarding this. But I think you would have to search far and wide to find an Arsenal fan or even a Liverpool fan that wouldn't want this deal to happen. Do you know what I mean? And on the Liverpool side, I'll just touch on it briefly. On the Liverpool side, I'm not so worried about them being reported in this interest because only, I think it was earlier on today or maybe it was yesterday, we saw that Liverpool are interested in pursuing Bradley Barcola, who, I'm not going to lie, I'd like to have at Arsenal as well. So, like, Rodrygo is not the be-all end-all for Liverpool. And obviously Liverpool are still very much focused on the Isak deal. So, Arsenal, you have to move fast. You have to move very fast. Berta, you have to move very fast. Because I'm not going to sit here and pretend that if Arsenal go band for band with Liverpool, like, it's not 100% guaranteed that he chooses Arsenal. You know, like, don't get me wrong. You know, there's preferences and all of that. But it's not so black and white as, oh, Arsenal are involved, so he will go to Arsenal. So, yeah, Arsenal do need to move pretty quickly at that. So, when it also comes to Rodrygo going to Arsenal, there's something that's also very key to understand. From everything that I've read and everything I've looked into, Rodrygo will not... Well, okay, sorry, let me rephrase that. The left winger that we go and get, that at the moment is seeming like it could be Rodrygo, will not affect the Eze deal or, the Eze or the securing of another 10. It won't affect it. So, maybe, see, because then you start connecting the dots, right? Innit, Arsenal fans? You start connecting the dots and you go, it's not going to affect the Eze deal. We're doing a loan with the obligation to buy next year. Maybe this is our way of getting our left winger and our 10 without, you know, potentially breaking any PSR or FFP. Don't really know how it works, but all of that. Maybe it's a bit of smart biz. And do you know what? I won't lie. If Arsenal pull this off, I'm going to be like, all right, cool, big up Josh. Because after all we've spent so far, and then for Josh to commit to spending 80 million on top of that, you had to be like, all right, cool. Even his biggest haters would have to be like, all right, cool. Cool, is what it is. Thanks. Because that's backing. That is backing, yeah, Arsenal. Whether you like him or not, that is backing Arsenal. So, Rodrygo, he will bring that left wing to life. Yeah? Joga Bonito on the left-hand side. Yeah? Link up. It would be such an upgrade on Martinelli. It's not even fathomable how massive the upgrade is. I won't lie. It will be like going, yeah, from a Fiat Punto, yeah, to a Mercedes Formula 1 car, bro. Like, the upgrade is insane, yeah? But people, let me know what you think about the possibility of this deal. Let me know what you think about Arsenal upgrading on Martinelli with Rodrygo. Let me know what you think a deal like this could mean for Arsenal's push to finally end our something year drought of lifting a major? Let me know. And while you're at it, go and check out my video about Victor Gyökeres. Is he the answer to Arsenal finally having a player that wins the Golden Boot? Check it out.